Good morning. Welcome to Let's Talk Live. It is Friday. The weekend is upon us.
Yes.
This week has been just kind of nuts with the weather.
It has been.
So we'll continue that this weekend.
But Saturday's nice, right?
Yeah, just a little cooler and sunny out there. Today, at least, we're into the 50s. How about that, right?
Yeah, it's something
feel
positive.
great.
Yeah.
It just, we have to contend with the wind. So it'll be breezy again today. So those gusts will be as high as maybe 30 to 35. So that's what we kind of have to deal with for this afternoon. But hey, you know what? It could be worse. So
Could be snow.
it could be snow, folks. A lot of what fell already has melted. But yeah, temperatures today topping out in the mid to even upper 50s. We could make a run towards 60 closer to the state line. I do have the rain icon if you're wondering why on earth is that there. A cold front moves through tonight. Yeah, it's going to get colder, but it also brings a chance for maybe a couple of light showers as well. Down to 37 as a result tomorrow, and then we're back up to 47 on Sunday. That's when we bring in the chance for some scattered showers, maybe a little bit of a wintry mix on the front end and the few flurries on the back end there into early Monday morning, but the 40s continue into much of next week. So
Time of year where I'm happy I have the unlimited car wash.
yes.
Because like every other day is
Anybody
rain,
got
then
that
it's sunny,
dirt?
then it's rain, then it's sunny.
Yeah, that mud dirt from that rain that we had a couple days ago, that has kind of, layered all the cars. So I think everybody's
Washed it yesterday.
Yeah, everyone's going to head to the
I
car
haven't
wash.
washed mine in a while.
Really?
No. It's turning gray.
Oh,
That's
no.
when I know. I have a white
you gotta
vehicle.
wash it.
Yeah.
Once it starts to turn gray.
Yeah.
It's time.
Yeah. I mean, today's a good day for that. Today's going to be a good one.
I would say
right?
so, yeah, today and even tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
not bad.
All right. Well, let's talk about this. The American Kennel Club is out with its list of top dog breeds for 2024. And the French Bulldog reigns supreme as the most popular purebred dog in the U.S. for a third year in a row. Yeah, so the Kennel Club's next 5 most popular breeds also maintain their ranking from 2023. So in order, they're the Labrador Retriever, Golden Retriever, yes, German Shepherd, Poodle, and the Dachshund. Dachshund, oh sorry.
I know it does
Yeah,
look weird,
it
doesn't
was
it?
like,
Yeah.
yeah. So a breed to watch is the Cane Torso. Its popularity has soared more than 400% over the past decade, sprinkling in the AKC's rankings from 47 to now 14th.
Oh, wow.
Most popular.
That's quite the climb.
Yeah, that's surprising. But
So do they not allow like a golden doodle on the list? Does it have to
it
be?
has to be
Has to be
purebred.
purebred, right?
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm. But there's no surprise that the Golden Retriever is on that top 5 list. I love Golden Retrievers. They just have the best temperament
Yeah.
and
Yes.
personalities.
Little happy.
Yeah.
The quintessential family dog. They're the best.
Golden or a lab.
Yep.
Labs are good, too.
Which I remember a time when the Lab was the #1 dog.
Yeah.
The French Bulldog thing, I don't know what's up with the craze. I mean, not knocking the dog breed, all right? The Frenchies, they're
Frenchies are going
cute.
to come after you.
Yeah,
They're
there's
French
a lot of them.
lovers.
A lot of
But
people out there.
I just don't know. I'm not
I
a
agree
small
with you.
dog.
I don't get it.
I'm not a small dog person, but
Yeah.
yeah, Frenchies, they're cute, but I don't get the hype.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. I'm not a huge.
They can kind of be jerks too.
Yeah, I feel a lot of times the smaller dogs are just a little bit meaner.
Oh, well,
I had a
big
Chihuahua.
personality.
Yeah, I had a
Attitude.
Chihuahua growing up, and he was really feisty. And then even my smaller dog now, she's a little old lady. She's getting up there in age, so she's just a little bit more grouchy and just kind of meaner sometimes to the older dogs.
Okay.
Oh,
the other
okay.
dogs,
To the
yeah.
other ones. Yeah, I had a friend that had a Frenchie, and he and I would puppy sit once in a while. And man, this dog was a jerk. I mean, he was just like the attitude on him was, just, especially for a small dog, just the attitude. It was like it was his world, and you were living in it. So if you weren't doing what he was doing, he'd get very angry. Like even if you wanted to go to bed and he wasn't ready to go to bed, he'd get very angry.
Like a cat. You're on their terms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
dog was like a cat.
Cute, and rest his soul. He passed away recently, but when he was being a good dog, you're like, oh, what a cute dog.
Yeah.
Sit and you'll pet, and then 20 minutes later, he's just a jerk, and you're like, dude. So I don't know. Maybe that's not all of them, but
Yeah. Justin, what about you? You have a dog?
Yeah, I got a Shepherd Husky mix. Me too. I'm not a fan of little dogs. Like once my dog, now that he gets like senior age,
Yeah.
I plan on getting a Bull Mastiff.
Bull
Oh, okay.
Mastiff, wow.
always big dogs.
Yeah. How big are those dogs?
They can get up to 200 plus.
Oh my gosh, I was
Yeah.
thinking like 90 pounds, 200.
No, yeah,
wow.
they can get up there. They're big.
Wow. Size of Paul.
Oh, also, Paul, isn't it your
happy
birthday?
Paul.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
early birthday. Yes, his
Well, we
official
won't be
birthday
here
is
tomorrow,
tomorrow.
so
but-
happy birthday.
Yeah. Wait, what are you
Your
doing
birthday
for
or
your
20?
birthday? Are you celebrating in any way? He's got a gig.
I got a
Oh,
gig.
yeah, he's a. Plays musical instruments.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
we
a fun
still
birthday,
gotta,
though.
We still got to cut that cake, so.
Your cake still?
Yeah, the cake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's self-control.
Yeah.
You let that whole cake sit yesterday without touching it?
Didn't touch it once.
Wow.
It was more of the I don't like to cut cake because I'm very bad at it. So
And we
that's
couldn't
part
find
of the
plates.
reason.
What
So-
about
We were
what
looking
Yeah,
at
we
about
can never
plates.
find utensils.
And utensils and paper
silverware
plates are
around
a
here.
hot commodity at TMJ4.
Yeah.
You cannot find silverware plates.
Tom has a stash in his desk.
I know.
It's a little rough to get it over with. But
I have a stash in my desk, but I was telling him yesterday, I'm like, dude, everybody takes my stash,
Yeah.
and then I don't have a stash, and then I
Yeah.
got to go buy it, so I am funding the entire newsroom.
Yeah, you can't tell
Paper
people
plates.
if you have a stash. You got to keep it to yourself.
because we'll start coming into your
There's
desk.
one by the editors. I don't know.
Yeah,
whose
they used to
stash
have the
that
big
is.
box.
Yeah, but then all of a sudden I saw everyone. go
Because
there.
everybody was going over there, yeah. Now, and we used to
They used to
also,
provide them here.
yeah, they did.
Well,
It
the
used to
thing
come
is,
as part of
we
our,
have a kitchen.
yeah.
And there
We
is
do.
like a silverware drawer, but have you ever opened it?
No,
I wouldn't eat
I
anything
would
out of
never
there.
trust
It's like
anything in that
all
kitchen.
knives, like butter knives.
Oh,
It's also frightening that it's all
random.
knives.
yeah.
Well, I think it's because
random.
everyone, eventually used and then took or kept or lost
The
the
forks
spoons and
and
forks.
silverware,
It's just
yeah.
all
But see, here's the
butter.
other thing about that, though. We do not have a dishwasher here, like a physical
No.
So
dishwasher.
you just manually wash the. I mean,
Have you smelled the sponge in the kitchen?
that's it. That's the only thing. Yeah, the sponge smells really
disgusting.
weird. Like it's never.
I love how
been
there's
changed.
instructions in the kitchen, too, to wring out the sponge.
Yeah, there's a picture
There's a
of a lady
picture.
sniffing like an old.
You guys, our office kitchen is just like your office kitchen.
Yeah.
You never want to touch anything in there. We do have a new fridge. We got those
Yeah,
recently. Those are nice. But it's just,
Yeah.
I did want to highlight a couple of the comments that have come in from our question that has been raised about the French Bulldog, or not the question, but the story. So a good morning to Sarah, Brian. Lisa's saying don't pick on cats. Now listen.
Oh.
I know. I'm not the biggest cat
Who was
person.
picking on cats? Who's
I
Don?
think because I said that the cats.
Oh, well, she said Don. Or she's saying don't. Oh, I get
Don't.
it. The
Don't.
T is missing.
Don't pick on
I
cats.
thought. I was like, who's
I've
Don?
never had good luck with cats. Cats
Yeah.
have always attacked me or scratched
Me too.
or hissed.
Yeah.
I've just never. I'm sorry.
Actually, lately they haven't, but I did have that happen when I was a young kid, and I am very afraid of cats when they make sudden movements.
Yes.
Now I realize I'm a much bigger, than a
Yeah,
cat, and it's
yeah,
not going
yeah.
to kill me.
Yeah.
But I don't want to be scratched by you. And you know how cats are. They're like, oh yeah, pet me, and then you pet them, and then all of a sudden they're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
know?
on their terms.
Right.
It's
You're,
their
just,
turn.
you're
It's-
living in their world.
Yeah, you don't
But
do
they're
not approach
cute.
unless they want.
I think they're cute.
Same.
Yeah, I'm neutral on cats.
Yeah, I'm neutral. I guess that's it. But I have been scratched when I was a kid, so I'm like afraid of that.
Hey,
Just sad.
and when I
Sad,
say
but-
send the pet photos, because I know I'm like kind of the pet photo guru, I'll take the cat photos too. Don't worry.
Yeah, we
In fact,
typically
let's
like a dog.
spam Brendan with cat photos.
Yeah.
Okay.
Send
Cats
all
playing
the
with
cat
you. Hey, I
photos.
will say.
Tomorrow's Catterday.
Yes, and
you
so
go.
you'll get a lot of pictures. I will say though that my Instagram, algorithm or whatever, I do get a lot of the cat videos, and I do watch them because they are funny.
You're gonna get more now
yeah.
because
I
we've
know.
been talking about
I
it
know, it's
around our
here.
phones for like 5
It's
minutes.
okay because they're funny. I love watching them.
Yeah.
Cats doing stupid things. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
getting freaked out by stuff. They are really
Jumping
funny
around.
videos. There's a cat video festival in Minneapolis every year.
Really?
Yeah, where people go and they play them on the
Why
big screen and
Minneapolis?
stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess
Interesting.
that's where
I
they
feel like
started
there's a
it.
festival for everything these days.
Truly.
Okay, let's talk about something else here because this created some controversy in the newsroom,
Controversy.
as Jimmy Fallon would say. The Cheesecake Factory scrapping 13 menu items, and you're like, that's a drop in the bucket for the Cheesecake Factory. It kind of is. But they include the mushroom burger, the fried shrimp platter, which I didn't was a fan of, but that would be one I think
Well,
it sounds good.
Well, we were listing off menu items this morning and probably went through 20. Tom's, no.
yeah.
Fried shrimp, yeah.
Well, I mean, who doesn't like
Actually, I
fried
tried
shrimp? Petite filet, like that too, but I can go get that somewhere else.
Yeah.
Skinny-licious lemon herb Parmesan chicken, that does sound very good. The 53-year-old chain's it's 53. Wow, it started in Calabasas, California, where I went to high school. The menu with more than 250 items is perhaps its most recognizable trademark, of course. So eliminating some dishes is nothing new. Every year they do this. Options are added, dropped. Cheesecake Factory replacing the ousted items with about 20 new foods and cocktails. So don't worry, it'll still be a book
Yeah.
when you go to the Cheesecake Factory
Yeah.
and look at the
They're
menu.
not making it smaller, folks. They're not.
We found out when we were talking about this morning in the newsroom that Andrea has never been to the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's It's never happened.
People out there in Facebook Live land, have you been to Cheesecake Factory? If you do, like, what's your favorite?
Drop
thing
your
there?
recs. Your recommendations.
I'm a big fan of the Caesar salad. I love the dressing.
Okay.
Now, you know how they make you look at some places, they have to put the calories.
Oh, I hate that.
Yes.
So the Cheesecake Factory, when I worked in Washington State, they had a whole separate book that was just the calories. So at least you didn't have to look at it.
Oh, that's
on
nice.
there. Don't ever look at the calories of anything.
Yeah,
I'll
because
tell you
I
Yeah,
was
that.
gonna
especially
say,
if you're going out
Because
to eat.
that
Bless you.
Caesar salad has more calories than if I had like 2 pieces of cheesecake.
And the Caesar salad?
It's like 1,650
It's like everything that they add on it. You
But it's
know,
so good. It's worth
and
it.
then the
Or-
dressing itself.
Yeah, this is dressing. The Skinnylicious one is not bad if you want to do. There's a less calorie one. Anyway, so the brown bread that they bring,
Yeah.
yep, that's good.
the best.
Okay, well,
And
here's
banana cheesecake,
Okay, you were going to say cheesecake. That's my rub here. It's like no one talks about the cheesecake.
because that's just like the bonus.
And that
Yeah,
would get
and
me in the
it's-
door faster.
If you
I
talk
love
about the
cheesecake.
yeah.
Do they have a cheesecake sampler?
I don't know.
I
That
would
was-
like
that
a
was a good
cheesecake
question.
platter, not a shrimp platter.
It doesn't look like Brian's ever been there either.
But they have so many different types of cheesecake. Like
Yeah.
It's overwhelming.
Reese's cheesecake, Oreo cheesecake, cookie dough
Godiva
cheesecake.
cheesecake.
Like it's
yeah.
almost you eat so
There's
much,
big
and then it's like you have no room for cheesecake.
I take
so
it home
You
a lot
put
of
it in the
times.
box and take it home.
Yeah.
That's what I've done.
Okay.
And they'd make it really easy to travel with. They've got
And it's
special
They know.
boxes for the.
They
yeah.
know that's how
So
it's going to wind up.
big portions.
Yeah, it
I would
is.
say so. The
Yeah.
cheesecake
I'd
slices
say so.
are-
It's big
yeah.
portions.
So if you go, or if we all go, we all should go together.
Next,
Order the
TMJ4 News Today
cheesecake
outing.
first, so we can enjoy the cheesecake and then order.
Okay.
Yes.
Justin,
Yes.
tell us your thoughts.
Yes.
What's your go-to?
I
order?
love me some Cheesecake Factory. I'm like Tom, the banana cream
Yeah.
cheesecake.
Really? Banana cream cheesecake. That would not be my first.
Sarah says she's never been to Cheesecake Factory either. Brian says I've heard they're expensive. So I will say that it's not cheap by any means,
Yeah.
but you do, as you mentioned, get a pretty big portion.
And then
for
I
what you do.
typically will buy like a cheesecake and take it
home.
like afterwards. I won't
Yeah.
buy it to eat it there. I'll just get the cheesecake.
Yep. Last time I
Yeah, I
went.
think dessert is better at home.
But-
I love taking dessert to
Third
go.
home. Yeah.
Yeah, so I can have it with a big glass of milk.
Oh, gross.
With coffee in the morning.
Pro tip on the Cheesecake Factory, I went recently for happy hour. And they have a very good happy hour.
okay.
You can sit at the bar and have their happy hour. They have a lot of
Bring
good.
happy hours back. You
I know there's not a lot of them. They kind of went away with the pandemic, but they have a good happy hour there. So I mean, there's a way to try it for a little less and have you. And I took that cheesecake home because I was like, I can't eat this now. Too much stuff.
Well, we saved the best for last.
We sure.
Sports!
Speaking of your favorite topic,
You know
you
it.
should read this.
I
March
have-
Madness is in full swing, and it is the first full day of the double NCAA men's basketball tournament. Kicked off Thursday, and after the first day, fewer than 1% of brackets remain perfect. I'd like to meet someone who still has a perfect.
Oh, we can't show pictures, huh, or video.
We can't show video.
Oh yeah, there's all sorts
okay.
of restrictions. I was like, why are we
So,
not showing
according
video?
to ESPN's tracker of 25,000 brackets, no, sorry, more than 24 million
I was gonna say,
brackets.
wow.
Out of that, 25,000 are blemish free. Okay, so that's
still-
a decent
that's good.
number.
Okay. Small percentage,
We all have our visual aids here.
Yeah.
Surprise! I am in second to last place out of the group.
With all
Here
my
he
vast
goes.
sports
It's time to
knowledge,
brag about it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm
oh
in
my
first
God.
Just
place.
couldn't wait. to tell
first
us.
place.
After
Now
one round.
this is what happened last year. I was in first place also after the first round, and then it all fell apart.
Yeah.
So
I
what
don't
was your
remember where I
strategy?
came in at
Did
the end
you
of
just
it.
go with higher,
Yeah.
like
I
win,
based a
loss?
little bit on their
record?
record, and then I did a few upsets, and then others were like schools that I know people at, or I have covered. Like I have Gonzaga going pretty far because I covered them for a lot, and of course I have our local teams. My semifinals though is Iowa State and Duke, and I have Duke winning it all.
I've heard a lot of people saying Duke.
Yeah. I've
Yes,
heard-
as my
yeah.
vast knowledge of sports, I would tell you Duke.
I took Gonzaga for it all.
Gonzaga. I always get this- I know, I always-
Gonzaga for it all.
Gonzaga. I would honestly not know that it was that except that I worked there. I didn't even know the school was in
Do
Spokane.
they really like say if you say Gonzaga?
Oh, yeah.
Will they
They'll
say
correct
something?
you.
Like they'll correct you? Okay.
okay.
Gonzaga. I took Gonzaga for it all.
Gonzaga.
I also took Wisconsin for it all.
Wisconsin.
Yeah. So I took Wisconsin going to the Final Four.
Me too.
I believe in them.
I put
believe they
Marquette
can
and
go-
Wisconsin stuff. You got it, right?
Of
Florida,
course, yeah.
Florida and Houston.
For your
That's
final.
what?
Florida, yep, and Florida taking it.
Well, I put High Point in the championship.
Did you really?
You listen to her?
See, yes. High Point let me down. I really believed in them. It's like North
yeah.
Carolina. I love it. High
My Final
Point.
Four is Iowa State to Florida, Duke and Purdue, and then as I mentioned, Duke coming out on top. So
Justin, what about you?
So Tom's bragging, but I'm just 1 point behind
Yeah, he
Tom.
is.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
In one bracket, I have my Final Four as Creighton, Florida, Bama, Gonzaga. And then the other side, I got Kentucky, Duke, Creighton, and Florida. One bracket, I have Florida winning it all over Duke. And then the other, I have Zaga beating Florida.
Okay, what's your strategy? Are you like locked in? You follow college basketball?
whatever it is,
Some
we have to
schools,
go.
not a lot. Just
yeah, we do.
how I look at a lot about how they're playing leading into the tournament.
Okay.
Because a lot of schools, especially the top-ranked schools, might not be playing so well, so they have the likelihood of being upset early.
Yeah, we got to go. I changed one of mine because of his actual recommendations
All right.
on that. Okay,
Good
goodbye.
luck on your bracket.
Hope your
Yes.
bracket stays intact through the weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Bye.
Enjoy the weather.